What's going on, people? This is just a quick update on Cardano ADA, and in my previous video we were looking at two possible targets, one of which was our fifth wave target to the upside, and we were looking at targets between 83 cents and 87 cents, and essentially what that is a 1.236 to 1.618 retracement of our wave 4. And the other target that we were looking at for was our fourth wave target, and we were looking at the possibility that the fourth wave wasn't confirmed and there was more room to the downside, and a possible WXY structure was forming. And so we were looking at targets between 71 cents and 73 cents. And as you can see, we ended up breaking through to the upside, and we ended up breaking through the 82-cent mark, which was our local top on the 3rd of February. And we ended up finding some resistance, and here we are now. We are on the move to the downside. And so one thing that is currently on my mind is if whether or not this fifth wave has truncated, and we have now fallen short of our fifth wave targets, sitting at 83 cents to 87 cents. And another possible scenario that's playing out is a fifth wave move within this wave 5. So what that would look like is something like this, if I remove that, since we don't need it anymore. So it looks something like this, where you have a wave 1, wave 2, and then we have a breakthrough to complete our wave 3, before we see another retracement to complete our wave 4, and then a final fifth wave move. And so should that be the case, we can start looking at our targets. And our wave 3. Wave 3 would be that 87-cent mark. And so, yeah, only time will tell, really. But this is something I'm going to be tracking over the course of the day. Now, what is interesting is on Smart Money Concept is indicating that there is a weak high. And so there is a possibility that we'll actually break through that 83-second mark. We are obviously sitting above the 50 EMA and the 200 EMA, which is a bullish thing. And in addition to that, on the stochastic RSI, we are reaching the oversold region, and so there is more room to the upside. Now, that's ADA on the hourly chart. Now, if I move on to the 4-hour chart, on the 4-hour chart, we are sitting above the 50 EMA, and we are below the 200 EMA. So if I just quickly remove this to tidy it up a little bit. And on Smart Money Concept, it is indicating that there is a strong high. And so, it kind of aligns with what I was talking about earlier on with regards to this fifth wave possibly truncating and falling short of our targets between 83 cents and 87 cents. Now, should that be the case, what we can do is look at our targets for our correction to the downside. And so our correction will typically be 50% to 88.2% of our wave 1. And so what that would look like is something like this, where our retracement will be anywhere between 50% and 88.2%. And so we'll be looking at targets between 67 cents and 74 cents. So should I adjust this slightly to suit? And so those would be our targets should our top be complete for this fifth wave move. And so, yeah, these are my targets anyway that I'm looking out for. And yeah, I think this will be a really good opportunity to be buying in at these low prices before we see another push to the upside. And so what could be playing out at the moment is a fifth wave move, where this is our wave 1, and then we'll have our wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and then our wave move. And so, yeah, on the stochastic RSI, we are reaching that overbought region as well. And so there is some room to the downside. And it'll be interesting to see if we start retesting that 50 EMA sitting at 76 cents, and whether or not we'll find some support or we will break through and continue to move on down towards this region that we are currently tracking. Now that's it on the 4-hour chart, and if I go on the daily chart real quick, on the daily chart we are sitting above the 200 EMA and we are below the 50 EMA. Now the 200 EMA does sit within our region that we are currently tracking, And in addition to that, on the stock and stick RSI, once again, we are overbought, and so there is more room to the downside. And so, yeah, it's going to be interesting to track ADA over the course of the day and the next coming weeks. And so, yeah, that's just my quick update on Cardano ADA. So once again, guys, thank you for listening and watching. And, if you're new, feel free to subscribe. Take it easy, people. Peace.